Yo, Michelle, we're here in Tempe where Arizona State football just announced Marvin Lewis as the next special assistant coach to Herm Edwards. Of course, he'll be helping out on the defense, but tell me, what'd you learn?
Energy. Herm says that Marvin brings that energy too, and we all know that Herm has the energy of a 20-year-old. So I can imagine, I hope the other young kids that are in this football program are ready to try and keep pace with these guys.
But I tell you, another thing they bring is experience and wisdom and knowledge, and that's something that can't be replicated. You can't teach reps. You can't teach having been there. So now what do you think they'll be able to bring from an experience standpoint, Marvin Lewis specifically to that defense?
Well, I think you've got a guy that's coached the best defenses in the NFL. And if I'm a young athlete at ASU, I want to learn everything I can. I want to soak it up like a sponge. They've got some great defensive coaches in Antonio Pierce and Danny Gonzalez. This just adds another piece to that puzzle.
Let's say you're Merlin Robertson. Let's say you're Darian Butler. Maybe you've never heard of the Blitzburgh Steelers in that mid-90s terror defense. Let's say you don't know Ray Lewis because you've been living under a rock and you don't know what the 2000 Baltimore Ravens defense was. The coaches know it. And Marvin Lewis brings a certain level of credibility when he's coaching the coaches on how to spread that message and how to set that NFL standard. So that's the next piece of it, is the NFL model and the expansion to the defense. So what are your thoughts there?
I agree. They've preached the NFL model since the day Herm was introduced to this program. Now look at the number of coaches you've got with NFL experience playing, coaching. If I'm a young athlete, most of the college football players nowadays want to make it to the NFL, and look at the number of resources they now have to derive knowledge from.
It's going to be Arizona State's recruiting pitch, right? They're never going to match USC in terms of tradition. They're never going to match UW, Washington in terms of tradition. But what they can say is that you can get there from here. Look, we'll be watching it, right? Is it going to work? We don't know. We got to watch, but it sure did look good last season. Greg Moore, Michelle Gardner, Marvin Lewis is Herm Edwards' newest special assistant coach. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.